Tune in to the Shining Star Show on GN Radio, where this week I'll be in conversation with artist Winston Reedy. Winston Reedy. Winston Reedy.
Blessed love to each and everyone in and around the capital, anyone there around the world right now. No, don't know, so this is the Shining Star Show on GN Radio. I'm currently standing on the balcony of GN radio station. And tonight, and I don't know, so the spotlight will be shining ever so bright on the one we know as Winston, Dim the Lights, Reedy. Right here on GN Radio. For those of you who may just have locked onto my live feed and wonder what I'm talking about, this is the Shining Star Show, which goes out every Saturday. Father God permits it to be from the hours of 9 up until 10, where every Saturday night the spotlight shines bright on a UK-based artist. And tonight, that UK-based artist is the one we know as Winston, Dim the Lights, Reedy. I can do some shout out now. Big up yourself, Ziggy Anderson. Bless up my brother every time. My sister Madra, bless up yourself, big up yourself every time. Bless up each and everyone locked on, wherever on there right now, in and around the capital, anyone there around the world right now. This is the show that we call the Shining Star Show, hosted by the one and only Allison Mason. And I am Ananja Slowly with the live feed. Bless up yourself, Winifred, Winston Moncrief, Mitchell. Bless up yourself every time, beautiful. You don't know. So may I say tonight, the spotlight will be shining ever so bright on the one we know as Winston, Dim the Lights, Reedy. So may I tell you straight, and I don't know, I say to you every Saturday, get on the water, get on the juice, get on the crips, anything where make you feel comfortable on a Saturday evening. And then just sit back and take in the show. Because I don't know, say, Winston Reedy, I fly the flag for a long time. And I know, say, him have a lot to bring and tell the people them tonight. So please do remember to share, use any finger, even if on a special finger, and just press the share button so that others who may not know about the show can know about the show. And to be honest, the more people know, and the more the UK artists them get exposed. And that's what the show is all about. The show is all about highlighting UK based artists. You see me? So do remember, from the hours of 9 up until 10 every Saturday, Father God permits it to be, the show that we call the Shining Star Show, hosted by the one and only Allison Mason. And I'm Ananja Slowly with the live feed. So I don't know, say, tonight, as always, it's going to be an exciting evening. You don't know how the thing's set. So I believe Winston is in the studio already, kicking back, relaxing, waiting for you, the people who have supported him over the many years since he has been in this music business. And I've just had the cue that we have 1 minute to go before we go on air. So I can't stress it enough. Please, just use one finger, any finger on a special finger, and just share. Just press the thing on a seat. And I can't look on a seat, it says share. Just press it and share. You don't know, and support the show, support the thing. You understand me? So I'm gonna go in at the studio now. Them are give me the countdown and give me the cue, so thing ready. So I could go in and see where I go on. Let's let me lock that door here. And see where I go on. Go in on the thing here right now. 30 seconds. Yeah. So them say 30 seconds to go. So make yourself comfortable. You don't know, so the big man in the studio already. And tonight, the spotlight will be shining ever so bright. And the one we know as Winston, dim the lights, Reedy. Just keep it locked right here.
10 seconds.
This is GN Radio UK on Sky Channel 0185, DAB, and online at mygnradiouk.com.
You are listening to GN Radio UK
on Sky Channel 0185, DAB, and online at mygnradiouk.com.
Live from London on Sky 0185, DAB, and online.
Love Facebook, of course. Tonight, we are shining that reggae spotlight on the Dana, Winston Reedy. Oh yes, keep it locked. Hear that big tune, yeah.
I tell you.
Everyone has shut up.
So close and yet so far. Carrying books from school, make believe you're married to me. You were 5th grade, I was 6 when we came to be. Walking home every day, over banners every weekend.
You hear that? Wow.
When our separate ways.
Share the love now. Share.
My eyes adore you. I never let a hand on you. My eyes adore you. I can feel the miles away from you. See how I adore you.
I said the big voice of the big man himself, Winston, dim the lights, Reedy. I'm not telling you straight, when I don't hear nothing yet.
Ready for city lights, climb the ladder of fortune and fame. I work my fingers to the bone, made myself a name. If only I seem to find.
Big up yourself, Beverly Jeffers. Win some on Christmas Church.
About the girl I miss.
And all those locked down tonight. My little sister Marjorie, bless up yourself.
Bless up, Marjorie.
Oh, I never let a hand on you. I love you. I can feel the miles away from me. You couldn't see how I told you. So close and yet so far. My eyes adore you, baby. Oh, I never let a hand on you. My eyes adore you. I can feel the miles away from me. You couldn't see how I told you. So close and yet so far. Oh, I never let a hand on you, my eyes adore you. 5 million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adore you. So close and yet so far. My eyes adore you, baby. I never let a hand on you, my eyes adore you.
What a wonderful vocal each and every time. Greetings and welcome one and all to the Shining Star Show on GN Radio, where tonight yet again it's me, Allison Mason, sitting in the hot seat, where tonight we are shining that reggae spotlight also very bright on our very special guest this evening, Mr. Winston Reedy. Welcome to Shining Stars.
Welcome, man. You're shining very bright around here, man. Music sounds excellent around here, so.
Yes, Winston. You know, it's our honor and our pleasure having you here. You're reggae royalty, Winston. I have to let you know, you're reggae royalty, and you know, you're one of the foundation artists, and it's our honor having you here. Serious.
Give thanks, Allison.
You know, it's
nice
been
being here,
so much years. you've given so much pleasure for so many people, you know. So we're just going to take your musical journey piece by piece this evening. So Winston, you began, of course, in Jamaica, from St. Catherine.
Yeah, yes.
And then you came over to England in the 70s, right?
Well, I came, nearly 70s, but you know,
Yes.
very late 60s.
Very late 60s,
Yes,
right?
and as a teenager,
Yes,
and
yes.
thing, and you know, link up with the British thing, and
Yes.
man, we start singing and form a little band called the Express.
Express, right.
That's right,
Yes,
and you know.
yes.
We're backing artists like Errol Dunkley and
Yes.
Dennis Al Capone and
Wow.
you know, so
Amazing.
one day I was doing a show and a brother come to me and he said, I want you to join my band, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, what's band that? Him said, a band called the Cimarrons. I said, Cimarrons, you want me
Yes.
to come sing with Cimarrons? That was the drummer, Maurice Ellis.
Yes.
And him said, yeah man, like your voice, you know. So that's how I get to link up with the Cimarrons. you know.
Yes, excellent. And of course, the Cimarrons being one of the, I think the very first homegrown band here.
Cimarrons
for
was the first
UK.
reggae
Yes,
band, that's
yes,
right.
yes.
The first reggae band, the first reggae band to play reggae music in Africa.
Wow.
And
What a
Japan
honor.
and
Yes.
Spain and all them places. there.
Excellent. So you see,
Yeah.
you're just such a pioneer for us, Winston. For paving the way for the artists who are coming
Yes, man.
behind you.
So
So
they go long time.
in those days, Winston, do you find it was a different feel to the rhythm, the music, and the concerts, the shows, or
The
or
vibe,
no?
the vibe was different
Yes.
because them time you have a lot of bands and musicians and you know
Yes.
everything is just musical.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
so it was that kind of different vibe
Mhm.
from now still
Yeah.
because now it's a lot of solo artists.
Yes.
But them time it was
And
mostly-
as well, the
mostly bands.
computer sounds as well,
Yes.
where you have the
So-
real instruments. And,
That's right.
you
So
know.
it was slightly different, but I mean, it's still going on. We give
Yes,
thanks and
we
praise
give
that the
thanks.
music is still
True.
growing and it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. Even though a lot of things happening, but it's still growing.
True.
You know?
So, Winston, how did you know, first of all, that you had a voice inside of you?
Well, my old lady hear me singing one day and she, when I reach up to the house, she said, "Are you just a singer a while ago?" Some say, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Well, you know, sound too bad,
Too
you know."
bad. Yeah, so they
Yeah, you know, sound too bad.
Mhm.
So, you know,
You just pursue
we
it
just pursue it.
from then on. And of course, breaking grounds with the Cimarrons and doing so much great things within the industry. You was spotted then by, is it Denzel? Dennis? Was it Denzel?
Yeah,
Dennis who spotted you?
Dennis spotted me and take
And
me to
to
a
Palma.
studio to Palma to
Yes.
record a rendition of Lana Bennett, Breakfast in Bed.
Right. And was that your first solo
That was my
recording?
first recording. That was the
Yes.
first time I've been in the studio.
And of course, in those days, it was the reel-to-reel. It was an
Yes,
8-track from
that's
a 16 track.
That's right.
Yes.
But it was a good tune, but Lana Bennett version released over here and completely killed my own. So I don't bother play my own.
No bother with it.
No. Because the Lana version was the version.
Yes,
Man,
yes,
tune, man.
that's how it go.
Yeah.
But of course, after your wonderful experience with the Cimarrons, Winston, traveling all over the world,
Traveling all over the world.
playing
man,
with the
I meet-
reggae greats, Bob
Yeah,
Marley, Dennis
yes.
Brown.
Yes, man. I meet so many
You know?
great people taking part in so many different things.
Excellent.
You know, it's just one of them things. You just can't
No,
buy it.
no, you
next door,
cannot.
you know.
It's authentic and it's great. It's wonderful that you live through those times and you're able now to come and share these experiences with us. So
Yes,
when you went solo now, Winston, that was 82, 83?
that was around about 82,
around
yes.
around that time then now. So was it a feeling, was it something that you really wanted to do? Was it someone saying to you, Winston,
No, it's
to go out there? Or?
No, it just come by, not say accident, but it just happened because I did a song called Daughter of Zion.
Yes, yes.
And it busts up the place.
Yes.
So people just
Want more?
right now,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
okay.
right. They want more.
They
So
want more.
that's when my solo career really
Right.
started.
Right. And do you find it hard to pen your songs? Because you've penned some wonderful classics.
It's a bit hard.
Yes. Yeah, be honest.
It's
yes,
a bit
yes.
hard, to be honest.
Yes.
Because I've got various, I mean, you can ask Andrew Slow, the great Andrew Slow, I know this man for years. And
Yes, ma'am.
I've got different voices. So I've got falsetto, natural,
Yes.
I can sing like Burning Spear, I can sing
Wow.
like Bob Marley, So
Wow.
I've got
Yeah.
various, range and
Yes.
different. So it's a
Wonderful.
bit hard to pinpoint. But people them seem pinning me down in lovers rap.
Yes, yes.
Which is not a bad thing, I'm
No,
not complaining.
no,
They seem
no.
to love my voice when I sing love songs. You know,
Something about it.
Yes,
It
yes.
does. It touches. It
You know?
touches. So of course this is the Shining Star Show tonight, where if you can hear that big smile in my voice, is because I am honored and blessed to have the legendary artist Winston Reedy live in conversation here tonight in the Shining Stars studio. So of course you're locked on Sky Television channel 0185. You're tuned in to DAB Digital all over London. You're locked on Eurobird TV all over Europe, and of course Astra TV all over Africa, where tonight we are shining that reggae spotlight also very bright on Winston Reedy. And this track is another great big classic you're going to love. This one is Paradise in Your Eyes. Take a listen to this big track. Ooh.
Big shout out to Bob's Poland, Beverly Jeffers, Elaine Pecknewell, bless up yourself every time. Raka Smith, bless up yourself. Christopher Taylor, bless up yourself, man.
On Sky 0185, DAB and online.
Yourself, Kaya Creole every time. Calvin King, bless up yourself. Christine George, bless up yourself every time. The man himself, Mr. Styling. Offense. Sonia Bay, my Capricorn sister, bless up yourself. Father Dan, up top the general. Colin Court, bless up yourself by a bunch of. Bless up yourself.
Where we would kiss the day away.
I tell you, them junior can't die. The big voice of the man himself, Winston Reedy, right here on the Shining Star Show, hosted by the one and only Allison Mason.
Paradise in your eyes.
Bless up yourself, Evelyn Jermaine. Chocolate dreams, baby.
Someone beautiful like you. There you are for me.
Paradise in your eyes. I'm telling you, Winston, you know, we just make two jokes there with you, you know. How much baby you responsible for, man? Lord, man. May I tell you, I want it for me and
I mean, sometimes some family come to you and say, hey, Bridget, me give thanks, you know, because you see this family,
Yes.
zero tune a dance, you know, it's just a great thing. Yes.
But as you said earlier, you know, it's so very true, you know, just something about your tongue. We know that you sing roots and you sing conscious lyrics as well, but when you start to sing that Lovers Rock, Winston, there's just something about the tone of your voice. You know, it's so touching and lovely. You know, we love it. And of course, these were amazing classics, these songs that we're playing. And of course, in the 80s, you know, you was actually voted 3 times Best British Male Singer.
Yes, right, that's right.
What great days those was for you.
I don't know what they was listening to, but no. Actually, that tune, Paradise in Your Eyes, you know, when we did it, we get a letter from Motown. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, because, you know, it's a rendition of the Jermaine Jackson. I don't know if you ever heard the Jermaine Jackson version of this tune. How can you hear that version? Can I hear the version and the finish after this?
Let me tell you something. You see, growing up, we hear so much reggae tunes, and you never know there were soul tunes.
It's true.
Until you get, you know.
A serious thing.
Wow.
Yeah, and him sent a letter to me saying, congratulations on your version of Paradise in Your Eyes.
Excellent,
I think it's a wonderful
Winston.
version.
Wow. What a great endorsement.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Good. We love that, you know.
Yeah,
so, moving through the decades, you know, we've touched the 70s, moving now into the 80s, you know. You was featured with Paul McCartney.
Yeah,
with,
we did.
The Ebony and Ivory. What a wonderful experience.
Yeah, we did the Ebony and Ivory video there. And while he was writing a song, him and Michael Jackson called The Girl Is Mine.
Yes,
the time to go on it.
Yes.
So he took us to meet Michael.
Wow, you met Michael Jackson,
yeah, so
Winston.
anyway,
Wow.
we go in and we see this brethren here. And he say, this is Michael Jackson. I say, Michael Jackson? Bad man, wicked man, bad.
Yes.
That's before him did the Bad album this season.
Yes.
All right.
So you not say bad
man, tough but wicked man.
Yeah.
You know, and you know.
And then next thing you have this big
there you
album
go.
entitled Bad. Wow.
So
what a blessed musical journey you have trod, meeting such great, not only the great reggae greats, the pioneers, Dennis Brown, Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff, but also the mainstream greats
Jagger,
as well.
You know,
Mick Jagger, amazing. Wonderful, Winston. You've just got such a great legacy. That's why I said tonight, you know, we are honored having you here as reggae royalty on the Shining Star Show. Now, Winston, the next track I'm going to take and just touch up briefly is one called Baby Love. Tell us the story of this one.
Well, Baby Love, you see, these tunes have been produced by the great Jackie Mitchell.
Wow.
And if you listen to Jackie instrumental, you will hear the instrumental of this tune here, which is Carlton and Shoes, you know, Tickle Me Once. Tune there. So him say, why don't you write something that's gonna relate with the Roots Radix for me? And you know, come in the studio and we lay it, and I just write something on it, and we just
you see, would you make it sound so easy, but you know, these are classic tunes and these brilliant musicians, brilliant music. Winston, we are blessed to have you within the music fraternity, seriously, because you make it sound so easy and simple and thing, but we know that, you know, to write these lyrics, to sing these songs, to play with these musicians, it takes a certain caliber of artist, you know. So you're too humble. You're too humble. Yes, and we love that. You know, truly we love that about you. So of course tonight we are locked in conversation with the legendary Dan, Winston Reedy, Dan of Lovers Rock. And now we're gonna take another one of his great big tracks, and this track is entitled Baby Love.
This is GN Radio UK on Sky Channel 0185, DAB, and online at mygnradiouk.com.
the show tonight. Frederica Tips Me Angel, Beverly Jeffers, Bex Tucker, Sonia Bay, my Capricorn sister. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Do remember to share and don't stop share. As the spotlight is shining tonight, ever so bright, and the one we know as Winston, dim the light, reading.
Bless up my Frederica Tips, the voice. Remember, tonight we have tradition at the Alchemy. We have Chris Vibe's birthday over Newman Lounge. Tomorrow we have Saloy. Reggae anniversary at the Grand. Frederica Tips, Winston Reedy, and Lovers Ellis. Don't miss it.
Music.
Sweet.
Roots Radix.
We love that, Winston. You know, and of course, with you being such a great veteran and, you know, touring the world many times over.
Yes,
Far East, Middle East, you know, Japan, Caribbean.
Yes. We go enough places. Yes, we go enough places.
Yeah.
And it just shows you that reggae music is really what it is.
Absolutely.
It's big.
Winston. Definitely.
It moved the spirit of the people.
Yes.
I have seen, I'm on stage performing, and I have seen a man get up out of his chair, out of his wheelchair and start skanking.
Yeah, man.
This man here has never get up in life. He has never walked.
Yeah.
He get up out of his chair. I was in La Havre, doing a festival in La Havre.
Yeah,
man. Get up out of his chair. So when you see them, kind of humble you. I see those things and say, but this music is it's not ordinary.
No,
you know.
No, music is so powerful.
It is powerful.
You know,
powerful
very
music.
powerful.
Yeah,
very much
powerful
so.
music, man.
You know, and as we said, you know, your contribution cannot be denied. Not only within Lovers Rock, but also within reggae music as a whole. Your contribution has to be recognized. You know, we have to appreciate love and show artists within the living years that we are grateful for your contribution. Seriously, Winston, because you touch so many people with your voice, your songs, your lyrics. You know, it's such, seriously, it's such a blessing, and we give thanks for that. So we're going to move on to some tracks now on your CD. Now, this one is You've Caught Me, Baby. This is
this is a rendition because it's Jamaica independent.
Yes, of
you
course.
Know, Mount
yes.
and everything.
Yes,
so
yes.
I feel so you have to give them a rocks there and
you
know, and this one I'm doing an album coming out soon and some you know veteran rhythms on it. I don't like to use the word old rhythm because nothing is old in
that's
music.
Right. True.
So
yes.
some a rock steady rendition of this song. So
right. So this new rocksteady rhythm that's coming out, is it gonna be just Winston Reedy or is it a compilation with different artists?
It's just Winston Reedy.
Oh, excellent! So we can look forward to that very soon.
I might call Andrew slowly and do because we do a head-to-head.
Yes,
we might decide to do a back-to-back or something, side-to-side or something.
You mean?
Man, you ready for that one, that singer
man? You mean?
We are the singer man from the thing,
Winston always give me a juice. So why
Respect. All right, so of course, as you heard it here live and direct, of course, in celebration of the 56th anniversary of Jamaican independence. We're going to touch up this track. This one is entitled You've Caught Me. Of course, you're locked on to the Shining Star Show on GN Radio. You are locked on to Sky Television Channel 0185. You're tuned in to DAB Digital all over London. You're locked on to Eurobird TV all over Europe, and of course Astro TV all over Africa, where tonight we are shining that reggae spotlight very bright on the Don Winston Reedy.
Rocksteady. You have caught me, baby. You have caught me, and I'm falling in love with you. For there ain't nothing left for you to do but to love me like I love you. We gonna have happy times together. We gonna live a life for each other. We're gonna sound the trumpets loud and clear and tell the world of our newfound love. Tell the world of our newfound love. You have caught me, baby.
I tell you big things. Bless up yourself, Jackie Byrne and Pink. Frederica Tibbs, Vicky Lee, Elaine Petruel. When I left out my Capricorn sister Sonia B, Maureen Haggard, the beautiful golden smile, Valerie Blessed,
Rocksteady business. Oh God. Sierra Tobias.
Big up yourself, Christopher Taylor.
Yes, I'm Sierra Tobias.
Rose Kayambe, bless up yourself. Skitla B.
We gonna have happy times together. We gonna live a life for each other. We gonna sound the trumpets loud and clear and tell the world of our newfound love. Tell the world of our newfound love. You have caught me, baby. You have caught me, and I love no other one but you. You are young in age, so let's roll on. The future is imagined. The future is imagined.
You are listening to GN Radio UK
On Sky Channel 0185, DAB, and online at mygnradiouk.com.
I'm going back. I'm going back to country living, where the air is fresh and clean. I'm going back to natural living, where the grass grows tall and green, and the skies can be
If you just locked on, you're locked on to the Shining Star Show. Where tonight, the spotlight is shining ever so bright. And the one we know as Winston in the light.
City life is not for me. I'm going where the stars shine brightly, and the sound of nature's voice goes with the sea. I'm going back, and there's room enough for both of us. Time enough to tell all the things you want. going to be a take life message. Country town is my whole home.
I'm telling you the big voice of the man himself, Winston Reedy.
I'm going back and there's room enough for both of us.
Here the Sharon Elegant Dixon, bless up yourself. Yolanda Matthew, bless up yourself. And each and every one locked down to the live beat tonight. Bless up on yourself.
You are listening to GN Radio UK
on Sky Channel 0185 DAB.
Each and every time, wow, Winston, I'm telling you. Beautiful vibes, we love it, we love it. Yes, seriously, we can feel it, feel the train I go down, we love it. Love the energy and the vibes of your voice. Now, of course, as we touched before, in the 80s, you was voted 3 years consecutive the best British male artist.
Right.
And I just wanted to ask you, just what your experiences of working alongside the late great Sir Tony Williams.
Oh man, Tony, he was a blessed man.
Yes.
He was a real blessed man because at the time when Tony was doing his things,
yes,
you couldn't get a lot of venue to rent,
right,
to put on anything.
Yes, true.
You know? You could get not much venue you could get to put on things like that. And him really, put himself in there, out of him way, spending money, do all kind of things. Great
seen
man.
and unseen words.
It is a great man.
True,
He's a great man. I tell you,
man.
Yeah, man.
Respect for that. So of course, Winston Reedy, we are locked in conversation with tonight on the Shining Star Show. Now the next track we're gonna take from you, Winston, is "Ballin' for Love."
Oh yes, well, sometimes we have a ball for love because we need
When I
some
think you have a
love,
ball,
man.
you not have a ball, you just have to sing.
Respect Allison, I tell you. Yes. Well, it's a story, it's like a story maybe made it and thing. So, it just seemed to sit down on the rhythm, yeah. So, I thought I might just include it in my album when I get together.
Man, we love this. And before I touch this one, Winston, we want to know, you're keeping yourself current because you recently had, was it a shop at the Alchemy?
Yeah, we sort of do things and things. Yeah, man.
We love that, you're keeping yourself current, you're still voicing, you're doing new projects all the time. What motivates you just to keep on going, keep on pushing?
I think it's love of the music, to be honest.
Man.
Because if it was money, we'd have run gone if it long time. In a reggae thing, it's only certain man pocket full.
Yes, true.
Especially British artists, we kind of suffer in the years and things. People, like the first time I remember giving a man my record, I give him a 7-inch of Dim the Light, and he looked at me and said, "How are this make? A Jamaica." He said, "No, England." He says, "All right, man, it's all right." And give me back.
Don't even hear it. And look at the worldwide classic.
All right, so when the tune boss now, I fold me and a half into a box of the record. A box, not a copy, no, a box. But before it reached a stage, him say, "How it make? If England didn't give it to me back, because them don't feel a lot of them don't think some music can make
they
a
don't
England."
rate it,
Yeah, them don't rate it.
They
That's
don't
the
rate
word.
the music.
But it's slight change now. But back in them time,
you had to fight to come through. True. Well, respect and honors each and every time. Of course, we're gonna take this track now as we are featuring the Don Winston Reedy here on the Shining Star Show.
Everybody's balling. Choo choo, balling with love. Oh, yeah. Everybody balling. We balling for love. Everybody's asking for love. Everybody balling. We balling for love. And everybody's asking for love. Botheration war.
Up top, Arthur Scott, bless up yourself, beautiful.
Botheration war.
Me say any over the north dancing junior, something wrong. Tonight, the spotlight is shining, never so bright. man himself, Winston Reedy.
Me come back on me yard. Find a man in a me yard. Look at him drive a yard. Hear the people in my bar.
Botheration war. Botheration war. Botheration war. Botheration war. Botheration war.
Everybody ballin'. We ballin' for love.
I tell you, everybody balling. Father of Blessed Fort balling. Rose Kayambi balling. Win someone crave balling. Janet Mitchell balling.
Everybody's
I'm telling them.
asking for love.
So we are going tonight.
Gotta find a way. Oh, gotta wait.
I'm saying at the studio hot tonight.
Botheration war. Botheration war. Botheration war. Botheration war.
Tomorrow when me gone,
Botheration there.
me leave out of me yard.
Botheration there.
Me run and go abroad.
Botheration there.
The whole of them a fraud.
Botheration there.
Me come back on me yard.
Botheration there.
Find a man in a me yard.
Botheration there.
Look like him drive a yard.
Botheration there.
One. You know what that means? Oh yes, it's time, my darling Winston, for the Shining Star selection. Of course, each and every week we ask our artists to choose 5 numbers between 1 and 37, just so the people can get a little bit to know a little bit more about you as a person, as opposed to you just as an artist, Winston. So give me your number, please, my Dan.
Well, we like number 1 because through a 5 number 1 consecutive number 1 record.
Yes.
We kind of like the number 1.
Oh, that are your spot.
My spot.
Aye, all right. Number 1, Winston Reedy. What is your middle name?
It is Roy.
Winston Roy. Nice, we
Yes.
love that. All right, easy. Give me another number, my Dan.
Well, my last son is birthday is on the 3rd, so I gotta pick number 3.
All right, number 3. This is your favorites now.
Ah.
Can you remember your favorite teacher?
Well, I didn't have much school, you know, because I was a rude boy. I left school when I was about 12 or 13.
The school of hard knocks.
Yeah, so I didn't really have a favorite teacher because I remember we have a teacher called Mr. Cox and he was very, very brutal. I mean, when I'm in Kenya. So I never really did like
him.
No. I never really had a favorite teacher.
All right.
In that part of it. Yeah, but
all right. In the music then, who would you say was your teacher?
I would have said Jackie Me Too.
Aye. Yes.
Because he taught me a lot of things, you know, a lot of the way to do harmonies properly.
Yes.
And to pitch my voice. And because I thought I was singing correctly until he come along and said, I think you should do certain things and, you know, kind of pitch from certain part of your body and don't think about the note. Don't get nervous. Just hit it and if it go wrong, you correct it next time and things like that.
Lovely. So he taught you so much.
Yeah.
Invaluable lessons. Love that. All right. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, rice and peas and what comes with it.
And your favorite drink?
A drink, I would say water.
Oh, good. Love that. What's your favorite film? You can remember?
Film, well, it's got to be one of them Clint Eastwood.
Okay, like the westerns.
I'm a western lover, just like my mother.
Yes.
She loved western.
My mother
was all western.
That's how my mother stayed too.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite color, Winston?
It's got to be black.
Black?
Because out of black comes everything. Out of darkness comes light. Everything.
True. And what's your favorite number?
I don't really have a favorite number. I think numbers is just numbers. So I don't have a favorite.
Alright, you don't have one.
No.
But if I ask you to pick a number, which number would you pick?
I still would have picked number 1 because I
Alright.
like the word 1.
Alright, well
I like the word first. When you think first, you will come first.
Yes, man, we love that.
Yeah.
Alright. Give me another number, Mr. Winston Reedy.
7.
Number 7. Okay, we're gonna do a little selection here for you now. Alright, so we're gonna go through a few little questions here. So, dumpling or rice?
Rice.
Lovers Rock or Bashment?
I have to sell Lovers Rock. I like Bashment, but I have to sell
Lovers. Alright. Ludi or Dominoes?
Dominoes.
Football or cricket?
That's a tough one. Football.
Alright.
Yes.
TV or radio?
I would say radio. I don't really watch a lot of telly.
And Guinness or Supermalt?
Guinness.
Alright, give me another number.
5.
Number 5. Okay, then we're going to do another selection here with you now. Cocoa butter or Vaseline?
Vaseline, definitely.
Alright. Autumn or summer?
Definitely summer, man. Summer.
The one cold weather. Maths or English?
Neither, because I'm so dumb.
Music. You choose music. Alright. Orange or banana?
Definitely banana.
And Bob Marley or Dennis Brown?
Oh, that's a tough one, you know. Me look at us. D Brown, I love D Brown.
D Brown. You just edge it for you. True. Alright. And give me another number, Winston.
6.
Number 6. Okay, I'm going to ask you this one. If you were Prime Minister for one day, which law would you pass?
Well, I would pass a law that you compulsory have to love one another.
True. Yes. We love that one.
And if you don't, then we go on a different thing.
Compulsory have more love. Yes, we love that. And your final number, please, Winston.
10.
Number 10. Name one thing in this world that winds you up.
I think it's got to be a person that talk too much.
No.
Because it don't give you a chance for you to say anything. So
yes.
that can wind you up. But you can't get a word in.
You don't get a word in edgeways.
Yeah.
True. Alright, I hear you. Alright, and as we are doing a Jamaica special still with you, we're gonna go through some of the proverbs. Now I know you know your proverbs. So
well,
I will start it and you finish it. Alright? So puss and dog.
No, I have to see him look.
Every oar have him. Every oar have him tick.
Yeah.
Tick up
bush.
Yeah, every oar tick a bush.
Oh, alright then.
Yeah,
Alright
every tick a bush.
Well, let's see if you know that one here now. Before me tumble down.
Before me tumble down.
Me oil. Me oil maca.
Oh, scene.
Either one.
Shows you how much I know about proverbs.
Me know you know that one here. See me and live with me.
No, me know that one here.
See me and live with me. Two different things. Alright. And see if you know this one here. Me know you know that one here. Do good.
And good will follow you.
Alright, of course you survived the Shining Star selection right here on the Shining Star Show on GN Radio, where of course it's all about love and laughter all the way, as tonight we are shining that reggae spotlight on Mr. Winston Reedy.
I really need you, woman. Yeah.
Everybody have to get up and dance to this one, yeah.
You're gonna leave me, or just sick and tired of me. You told me that it's over, and that you've turned a new page over. You drive me out my mind, and you're leaving me behind. But before you walk through the door, there is something I've got to make sure of, baby. I really need to love you in the last longer. In the light, I really need your love in the last longer now. I really need your love. But when you've gone away, you left me dare come back and see me. Cause if I keep on seeing you, baby, it's gonna make me feel so blue. When I need you, you just leave me behind. So before it happens again, we better leave it like it is for the time being, baby. I really need your love. Dim the lights down low. Dim the lights down low now. Dim the lights. I really need your love. Let me feel that so. Dim the lights down low. When you're gone away and left me, don't you dare come back and see me. Cause if I keep on seeing you, baby, it's gonna make me feel so blue.
The big voice of the big man himself, Winston Reedy, man, telling us straight.
So before it happens again, we better leave it like this for the time being, baby. I really need your love. Dim the lights down low. Dim the lights. I really need your love. Dim the lights down low now. I really need your love. I really need your hugging. I just want you to know I love you, baby.
I'll tell ya, vibes all the way. Yolanda Matthews, Valerie. Rose Kayambe. The beautiful Winsome Brave Mitchell, better known to me as Winifred. Janet Mitchell, bless up yourself every time.
Dim the lights and turn those lights down low. Whoa, what a bombastic track that one there. Of course, worldwide fame and acclaim for Winston Reedy for that one. Now, Winston, if anybody wants to get in touch with you, want to book you for a show, how can they find you?
They can find me on the old Facebook, but you can go further than that. You can get me on Winston Reedy at hotmail.co.uk.
Right, so it's Winston Reedy at hotmail.co.uk. Wonderful. And they can get in touch with you right there.
Yes.
Right there, great. And of course, check him out on Facebook. Check him out on all the downloadable sites on YouTube.
Yes.
You're out there in the social media. They can find you.
They can find me if you're looking
Wonderful.
for me.
Wonderful.
Not hide.
No side. No side, no hide in there, all the time. Right, of course. Now, Winston, the next track we're going to take from you is a new track you have with UK Pressure, and it's a track entitled Love Is Not a Game. Tell us how this one came about.
Well, this funny thing is, DJ Styley sent me the track, and once I heard the track, I said, sound interesting.
All right.
Then I I put something to it, and we recorded it with Sarah Tobias at her studio, and we voiced it, and he said he liked it, and
lovely.
It's nice. A lot of people say they love it, and I'm getting some real nice feedback on it.
Excellent. Okay, well, we're going to play it tonight, and let the people decide. This is UK Pressure Records featuring Mr. Winston Reedy, and this one is entitled Love Is Not a Game.
London on Sky 0185, DAB and online.
Love is not a game. Not again, no baby. Maybe down the road I wanna talk to you. There is something good I wanna share with you. Look me in the eyes and tell me the reason why you wanna come along and start a fight. And every day you call me on my phone line, breaking my woman heart, she start to cry again. Every day you call me on my phone line, breaking my woman heart, she start to cry again. In her mind, we might be lovers again. Yeah, baby. What is it you want from me this time? Memories of you running through my mind. Using me just to pass the time. All over your face I can see that's mine. And every day you call me on my phone line, breaking my woman heart, she start to cry again. Every day you call me on my phone line, love is not a game.
Hello. Can I speak to Leroy, please?
Oh, love. Remember that night when you throw me out? Me breaking up, you come around and help me out. Don't wanna go down that road.
Bless up yourself, Susan, Clark, Alan. Bless up yourself, beautiful.
Every day you call me on my phone now, breaking my woman heart to start to cry again. Every day you call me on my phone now, breaking my woman heart to start to drink again.
Sugar Harry, bless up yourself and everyone locked down tonight.
Lovers again. Yeah, baby. I cannot seem to find the reason why you wanna make my baby cry.
Oh yes, wonderful brand new track entitled Love Is Not a Game from UK Pressure, coming from Winston Reedy. And of course, Winston, as always, you know, the hour passes so fast here at Shining Stars.
Yes, you seem to fly, no?
Of course, we're going to have to invite you back again to do a part 2 to this wonderful reason. But, you know, is there anyone out there that you would just like to mention, to bless up, to big up on your musical journey so far?
Well, you know, just big up the fans, them, and all the listeners, them, all over the world who love reggae music and love the vibe.
Yes.
And, you know, give thanks for supporting the music all them years there.
True, man.
And big up the family and, you know, everyone
Yes.
who is listening and know me. Give thanks.
We love that. So, of course, once again, we have to say blessings and big thanks going out to the man that done, Winston Reedy, of course, our very, very special guest this evening on the Shining Star Show. For all of you locked on Facebook, of course, keep it locked. We're going to give you a little bit of brata in just a little moment. But for those who are tuned in to the Sky Television channel, we'll see you next week.
Every day you call me on my phone now, breaking my woman's heart to start to play again. Yeah. Ooh, my baby. There is a part of me belong to you, and this part of me is hungry for you.
So what a night tonight. For those of you who may just join us, you're locked on to the Shining Star Show, hosted by the one and only Allison Mason. And tonight, the spotlight was shining ever so bright on the one we know as Winston. Dim the lights reading. But say what a vibes in the place, man.
From your love, girl, walk away.
It's too loud. You're too old.
Finally, I find someone to accept me as I am. And finally, I find someone who really cares.
That's why it smells like that.
Change you.
Yeah, man, you don't know. Big man called Andrew Slowly. You know, modified bridges from back in the days. And this is how you feel it, man.
So until next week, do remember from the hours of 9 up until 10, the show that we call the Shining Star Show, which goes out every Saturday, Father God permits it to be, where next week the spotlight will shine yet again on a UK-based artist. Until then, bless upon yourself, and I don't know, say this is the Shining Star Show, hosted by the one and only Allison Mason on GN Radio. Until next week, please do remember to share.